Do you ever wonder what's going on with people when they're just not quite acting themselves? Say you've known these people for a long time and they just come to hang out for whatever reason, but they seem so distracted, so like they're not there. My friend Nick just came over. He was headed back home from Chico, and I'm not exactly sure how to explain it. He just wasn't himself. He came up to the door, he didn't even knock. He just walked up to the door, assumed that no one was home, got back in his car and almost left. When I heard the engine turn on a second time, I decided to go out and meet him. Then while he was here, he was just quiet and acted like he didn't really want to be here. I don't know. It's not necessarily that he didn't want to be here, but he just felt distracted, like he wasn't here, like he was just somewhere else. I just wonder what's going on with people. I don't really ask those kinds of things. I don't get involved in people's personal business. They don't bother to get involved in mine, so I haven't made a video in a little while, but things have cooled down. My last video was ended on a bad note. Man, I just watched it back yesterday, and man, I really ended on a low note. No, things are going fine. Everything that was going on back then has pretty much been resolved. I am feeling good. I'm here at the house by myself. My parents went out to eat dinner, maybe go see Elysium or something. It's almost like I'm just doing this all over again. I'm just finding another reason to vlog. I went on my blog, sandpantsrelatedstopblog.com. I just decided to do some writing. You know, I write more on there than I make videos on here. It just is easier for me to express myself through written text. Maybe that's true. You guys get more of my personality through this, because my writing is very, I don't know, academic. It's easier for me to say stuff through writing than it is for me to just talk. But sometimes I just like to talk. And you know what I decided is, if I'm going to be making videos like this, the only reason why I'm ever going to keep up on it is if I'm doing it for myself. I've always been doing it for viewers. I've been hoping that, oh, somebody's going to watch this and they're going to enjoy it, and I realized that I'm probably not going to get a lot of viewers. And so I should be making this for myself as opposed to be making it for a bunch of viewers, because I'm not going to get a bunch of viewers. And, you know, it makes me happy to make videos. And then I can go back and I can watch them later, and it makes me feel good to see what I was doing back on whatever date I'm filming a video. Get an insight on my own mind. I found out that I am an ESTP. That is my personality type. ESTP. I do a lot of thinking, and I like to be able to see myself doing stuff, and I think about that stuff that I'm thinking about now. Except in the future, I see it in a different light, and so I'm able to get better insights on it. And I teach myself a lot of stuff just by thinking about it for long periods of time. Like meditation, almost. It's really unfortunate being extroverted and being stuck in a house in the middle of nowhere. Okay, I don't think it's really that big of a deal. For me, it's not like a horrible thing. I live with it, and I do pretty good. I go on Facebook, I chat with people on Facebook, I tweet a lot. Follow me on Twitter. You know, it's just not the same as hanging out with people in person. Apparently, I get along really well with the personality type ENFJ. That's extroverted, intuition, feeling, and judging. It's funny, I can remember those ones, but I can't remember my own. And it's interesting to learn the way that I personally interact with people. And every time I pause, I'm pausing to think. I don't always know dead on what I'm thinking about, but I know my brain is working on something. I mentioned in a previous video that was so long ago, it seems like now. It's been a couple months. A few months. My last video was in April. I'm now in August. So, 4 months later, it's kind of, not really that long, but it's kind of. So I was just staring at my dog. And now I'm thinking. I wonder if I should just stop the camera when I'm thinking. But no, at the same time, I like to have one stream of video so I can just cut you. It makes the editing process easier. I think I have a little bit of ADD. I mean, I don't know if you're going to be seeing it now, because I may be editing the video at this point, and so you won't see all my trains of thoughts. But it's there. I can't deny it. Hey, puppy dog. Look at you. Look at you, puppy dog. Look at your face. Look at your face. Oh yes, look at your face. My adorable puppy dogs. Yes, my adorable puppy dogs. This guy right here. Such a pain in the butt. We just got through fighting the fleas. Man, fighting the fleas was such an annoying thing to do. Man, these dogs were covered. You know, living out in the country. I've already shown you guys outside, but I mean, living out in the country does not do good for the fleas. These guys were crawling. This dog right here, Sydney, she could not, for the life of her, stay still for half a second. You could not relax because all the fleas were just eating you up, and we couldn't do anything about it. We didn't know what to do. We bathed them with the soap, and the fleas would die, but then they would still be a million of them on them, and we would put the Frontline or whatever other medicines on them, and the fleas would die, but they would still, sorry dog, I didn't mean to step on you, but they would still have a million fleas on them, and it was just so bad. And so finally, we took the time, we made a flea trap with like soap and water and a candle, you know, that type of thing, just like really basic. We made a flea trap, killed a few fleas with that, not really a lot, but it's been sitting out for a while, and there's actually a decent amount of fleas in there now. Anyway, we made the flea trap, set it out in the living room, took the dogs, put them in the bath, washed them really thoroughly, you know, killed as many fleas as we could that way, and then didn't let them go outside except to use the bathroom, and then we brought them right back inside. Put the flea medicine on them shortly after being washed, like a day. Put the flea medicine on them and used this stuff, Vet's Best, yeah, flea and tick home spray. It's a natural spray stuff. You apply it directly to their fur, just rub it in. It kind of froths a little bit, and it's like a minty smell, and that killed almost all the fleas. And so the number of fleas has been down a lot, and it's so nice. But guys, the country is not a good place for fleas. If you have dogs, don't move into the country unless you're ready and prepared to fight these things, because man, it is bad. It's bad. See that face? He's like, it's so bad. Oh, I love my dogs. I'm wondering if I should keep talking, because I've probably just been talking your ear off for a while now. I'll just give you a parting picture or something. How about this? The calendar picture. Just remember puppies and kittens when you part, and be happy because they're adorable. I mean, look at that face.